Gelato. Like this. Gelato. They know what time it is when they hear that. Gelato.
Hello, my ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to go to bed. I got my little bed clothes on. I went to Walmart earlier and I purchased some of these with along with my groceries. I bought these cashews. Are so good, y'all. It's the cashews with the pomegranate. And Walmart always selling out on these. Anyway, I rarely eat meat, y'all, so I eat like a lot of nuts and stuff. Anyway, I'm making this video because I saw a YouTube channel and somebody made a comment stating that people all on YouTube making videos and making negative comments in the wars going on. I'm here to tell my subscribers, so white. Don't let it make you afraid, okay? Ain't nothing you can do if it happened. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it if it's going to happen, however the case may go. Do not allow negative get into your self-conscious by the way you think, okay? When you let anything negative get in your subconscious, it can put you at a lower state where you start getting sick. You could even have problems. You could lose things. It can cause different things in your relationship. It can cause a bunch of chaos because when you think at a lower state, that come along with sin, right? But when you think at a higher state, that come along with you going to be more governed with the laws, right? You're going to do the right thing. So life is really governed by laws, good and bad. Do not allow this stuff to get in your self-conscious. Even the news, things that's on the news, turn it off. I did it, y'all. And the reason why I did it because it had me getting depressed. It had me feeling like down and out. But when I stopped watching it, I felt better, okay? So cut the news out. That war thing, whatever prophecy it's got to get fulfilled. You can't change that. But you can change the way you think, where the Most High can protect you. And that's why I say think at a higher self than what you are, in a good way, not negative, in a good way. Because everything on this in this world is governed by a law. And we must abide by it, but don't take advantage of it. But you got to understand how it works to keep you protected from anything that's coming out on this earth. Last year I was sick, y'all. You know why I got sick? Because I started thinking at a lower self. I started getting afraid. And sickness work on fear. A lot of things that's put upon this earth works on your fear. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't be afraid. I sit back and I watch things. I notice that most Christians are more afraid of different things that's upon this earth than people who don't claim to be Christians. These people are so afraid that it just seems like they don't read the Bible. All this stuff is in the Bible. Every single thing that's happening is in the Bible. So I don't understand why be a Christian and you're afraid. You should be out there telling other people don't be afraid. I don't get it, y'all. Let this thing make sense. You're not supposed to have no type of fear. When you have any type of fear works on sickness. Like you could get sick. You could start losing things. Whatever you think, you building your own reality. So think positive in the midst of. If you wrong anybody who always thinking negative, saying negative things, cut them people off. Cut them off. You can change the subject to help them. And if that don't help, cut them off. Don't allow nothing negative to get in your self-conscious. Your subconscious build your reality and the people around you. Don't let nobody get into that. I believe the news was created to get into your subconscious, to bring fear so you can get sickness, disease, all kind of stuff that you're not supposed to have. We are created, all this was created to be higher beings. So you got to think at a higher rate in a good way, not negative. Negative things is at a low vibration, which is sin. You don't want to live that way. You want to live at a higher vibrated rate where you can live more in harmony. Where you won't have sickness. You could be able to get what you want. I'm still learning, but as I'm learning, I'm going to tell y'all about it. Ever since I've been a little girl, y'all, I had dreams about this stuff. And I'm a grown woman now, and I still had dreams about it. So I'm here to tell y'all, don't y'all get afraid. You don't have to sit and talk about nothing if you choose not to. All them different things that's going on, that's not something that was in God, that God wants us to be indulging. No. So why would you indulge in that? Don't put nothing negative in your subconscious no more after that day. Anybody talking negative, cut them off. Change the subject. Anybody want to argue with you, change the subject. Or just end the conversation, however the case may go. I don't care if bad things happen, and still stay encouraged. Keep a smile on your face, because everything going to change sooner or later, but you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Once you understand how this thing works, you can manifest things more clearly. You can see things before it happens. This thing is more powerful than we could ever imagine. But I'm just here tonight to tell y'all to stay encouraged. I haven't made a video in a while. Stay encouraged. And I know the video might be boring at times. But sooner or later, you know, when I get them, it'll become more better, okay? But stay encouraged. Do not let no fear get in you because it is war or rumors of war, however the case may happen. Prophecy still got to fulfill itself. If you want to be rich, start hanging around wealthy people. If you want nice things, start hanging around people who always get nice stuff. That can be part of your life too. And you gotta watch what you eat too, and what you drink, and what you putting inside your body. All that stuff work with the laws. You gotta watch what you put in your body. Stop telling people you can eat anything you want to eat. That's a lie. The law don't change for nobody. Stop lying. That's not true. You can't eat any old thing, because some things cause sickness. Some things in the ocean right now, y'all, cause diseases in your body if you eat it. I want to get more deeper with y'all, but I don't have enough subscribers yet to do that. But y'all, I'm telling you, this thing is way deeper than y'all could ever imagine. Even the things around us, y'all. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm being for real, for real. So if you want to change something within your life, or somebody you know, probably who drink a lot or who doing evil things, you can create that in your subconscious for them and help them. And you could keep talking to them too. It can help them. It can help their mind change the way they do things and shift it into a whole new different person. I'm a living witness. I used to be a smoker. I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to drink. Y'all, let me tell you something. I put that in my self-conscious and told myself, I'm going to stop smoking. I don't want to smoke no more. And I said it until I stopped smoking, y'all. I remember when I sat on my bed And I was telling my girlfriend on the phone, I said, I believe the only thing will make me stop smoking if I get sick. That's the only thing probably going to stop me. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to stop. 3 years later, I got sick, y'all. I could have lost my life. I got low down sick. I speak that into existence, which I shouldn't. I had knew better, but I was blabbering and running my mouth. And when I took sick, y'all, I was under for about a month. Almost lose my life. It was the most horrible experience I ever went through. But I had to go through that because everything that looked bad is not bad. I went through what I went through, but then yet, in the midst of me going through, I didn't want to smoke no more. Because when I sat there and I made a promise to the Most High, He put that upon me. He allowed that to happen. So now I had to put that down and stop smoking. Everything that happened upon this earth got to go through the Most High first. It got to go through Him. Bad and good is created by the Most High. So y'all, if you got family members, anybody older, and they like to watch the news, you got to sit down and talk to them. And I know sometimes older people are stuck in their ways, y'all. You can't change that. You can't change that. You can't take the horse to the well or the mule and make it drink. You can't change people from their ways, but you can only tell them, turn that news off. Turn it off, man. That news is only there to keep you at a lower state. It's always something bad happening. Hell, we can make our own news on YouTube. You know, there's plenty of people on YouTube make their news. Come on, y'all, think about that thing. I'm just saying this so y'all can think more about what I'm saying. These nuts are so good, y'all. I love it. It's the pomegranate cashews. I love them. I'm going to say that. Cool. If you're a woman or man and you out there having unprotected sex with people, you better be careful. There's a lot of stuff coming to and fro roaming this earth right now. Because now they're making the HIV/AIDS medicine. If somebody's taking, when you meet people, you're supposed to go get tested together to make sure your mate is safe, even though you're using protection, just in case the condom break, you know you're straight. You don't just meet people and just sleep with them. But I notice a lot of ladies these days, they're just sleeping with people who they know a long time ago or random people because they can't control their sex drive, how the kids may go. These type people, I don't have no type of respect for, y'all. I don't. Any people, this for man and woman, anybody you lay down with, they're injecting their spirit in you. And what I mean by that, everybody you lay down with, you consider being married to them. That's why it's good to pray and ask for forgiveness for everybody you've been with by names, if that's something you did. The reason why I'm saying that, because everybody you lay down with, they inject their spirit. They're part of their DNA within you. That's why sometimes you may find yourself having hardship with your finances. You might wake up mad some morning. Even when you take naps, you might wake up not feeling the same, getting angry, snappy sometime, or you just feel as though something ain't going right or something not right, because you take on part of that person inner self when you allow them to have intercourse with you, right? That's why it's so important for us not to have sex out of marriage because of these things can happen. Now, you got some of these women coming on the internet bragging about every man they slept with, y'all. And some men's too. But when you got somebody sitting there bragging about the people they've been with, y'all, I promise you, $1 to a donut, these people is sick. They're sick in their body, y'all. They're not going to tell you that. If these people so open to tell you everything, why they can't be open to take you inside where they get their test at for HIV? The reason why I'm saying that is no law against you can't carry your camera with your own test you take, and you can, because I have done it. That's a lie. If you tell that nurse, like, look, I want to show the whole world my test result from beginning to end, and I'm not going to record anybody who in here, they will let you do it. Now, you find some of these people make excuses because they know they're infected and they don't want you seeing the result. They show you everything else, but they ain't going to show you that. You know what they'll tell you? Oh, I'm negative. I ain't got nothing. I'm negative. You show everything else. Why you can't show that? You know why they can't show you that? Because they're infected. That's why it's so easy for them to just lay down with random men, just being nasty. Then turn around and brag about it. I don't respect no woman. I don't care if your kid's sleeping and you got a man up in the room and you having sex with. Everybody know kids be fake sleeping. We all once been kids. Them kids don't be sleeping. They know you got a man up in that room. Ain't no man could have come up at my house have sex with me. I don't care if we dating at the time. You can't get in a hotel? You ain't? Please. Stop letting these men use your house for a hotel. If he wants you that bad, he'll get a hotel room. Bringing random dudes up in your house around your kids and they sleeping in the other room. I don't have no respect for you. No woman who do that. Same thing for a man. Y'all men who getting involved with these females, and you know you're supposed to spend the weekend with your kids, however the case may go, and you co-parenting, however the case may go, and you put your child aside just to let the woman come over and put the child in the room, I don't have no respect for you. None whatsoever. Ain't no kid supposed to lose their time with their mother and father when they co-parenting over a woman. That can wait. That piece of butt can wait. But a man gonna be a man. But y'all women who just sleeping with random people, knowing the diseases out there, and got the nerve to say, oh, God, protect me. God, protect babies and food. You ain't no fool because you keep doing the same thing over and over again. You know better. You just a pig wallowing in your own nasty mud. That's what you are. That's nasty. It's nasty. And the reason why I could call it out the way I'm calling it out, because I'm not doing it. When you can't sit and have a conversation with people like they're human, you got to make videos like this to reach the people who doing it. And if you're getting offended for what I'm saying, shame on you. Shame on you. That's crazy. That's nasty. You're sitting there bragging about it like you did something big, like bragging about it like you got a award for it or something. I'm shaking my head like, oh my God. You happy behind that? And some of y'all women wonder why your bottom area down there don't smell right. You know why it don't smell right? Too much mixing of the fluid. All that stuff is not good. It's not good. All that mixing the DNA, different fluid and all kind of stuff. That's a curse. Stop doing them things. Maybe the curse will fall off. You won't have that. I don't have that problem. If that curse fall off, you probably won't even have that problem. But you got some people still dibbing and dabbing and doing the same thing, just sleeping with random people. It's like they got something mental going on with them. And it just... Y'all, I've been so sick to my stomach, y'all. When I even hear stuff and see things like this, I'm like, oh my gosh. The world is so bad right now for the disease itself is sick. Don't y'all know if somebody had HIV/AIDS, like I said, and they taking their medicine, it's gonna show negative. So that's why I'm saying you got to be very careful who you lay down with, because you can be thinking this person's straight. They're not really straight. They're taking the medicine. How I know about it, because I got a client. She's from Florida side, but when she come down to South Carolina, I used to do her hair, and she deal with AIDS patients. She told me about it. She told me this, y'all. She told me, but the young girls who, first time having sex or whatnot, end up catching the virus. She told me about people who sick, y'all, taking their medicine. You will never know they're sick. They go get an AIDS test done with their mate, somebody they met, just to have sex with them or to be in a relationship, and the test come back negative due to the fact is they're not telling the other person they got AIDS, HIV, however the case may go. Because they're taking the medicine or whatnot. They're not being honest. Some of these people, y'all, I guarantee if you report them, if you know their first and last name and you say you've been with them, I promise you the police go into the house and pick them up. Because they know they're infected. And they run here sleeping with everybody. When I see people, their skin usually be pale, or they probably carry like some type of acne thing, and it's hard they can't get rid of it because they got the virus in their body. That's why. No matter what they do, it's not going nowhere because of the virus. I had 2 family members that died from HIV/AIDS, and they came from upstate New York to the South, y'all. The first one that came, he had the same thing, some kind of acne stuff. No matter what he used, it would not go away, y'all. But he ended up leaving and going back upstate, right? The second one that came down from upstate New York, handsome, you would never know that man was sick, y'all. Never knew. But he used to always get them big old boils under his skin the size of a golf ball, y'all. I'm not making this up. His arm used to be like this. He had to walk like this. That's how big the knot. It was so huge, y'all. I remember the day my uncle took him to the doctor or emergency room, because we didn't know what it was. That's when I first found out about little cysts and stuff that was a cyst. Still didn't understand because I was much younger. So my uncle took him, and when he got back, my mom said, oh my God, that thing smells so bad. And he'd be like, yeah, they lanced and they stuck it because it was so big. You're going to have some type of smell coming from because it was huge. Both his arms, y'all. Not knowing, not everybody is like this, but some people who carry the virus, they get a lot of boils under their arm area. So at the time, he told my mother, they tested him and he found out he had AIDS, HIV. That the doctor told him they got an idea something else going on with him. Why he keep getting them boils at the time for them to test him, and they test him, that's when he found out. But come to find out, y'all, he been had that virus before he came down to South Carolina. But y'all, when that man moved down here, when I say he been knocking them ladies left to right, he was sleeping with a bunch of people. And that's why I feel the way I feel when people sleep around, because our grandkids or our kids and their kids' kids, if the world still be here, it gotta grow, right? And when you got these grown people keep having unprotected sex with different people, not knowing if these people are infected or not, and they spreading it to people who's not infected, and these people end up dealing with somebody probably more younger or however the case may go, and that's how it get passed on to the younger generation. And that's why I don't have no respect for woman or man who's sitting there sleeping around, because they're not understanding how this thing works. They're just trying to fulfill that lustful spirit. They're trying to fulfill that and make themselves feel good at the time. But at the end of the day, when they wake up the next day, they still got that same feeling there. Why don't they just get a husband? Get a husband. If you're a woman, you gotta subject yourself. You can't be acting like a man. You gotta learn to respect your mate so you could get a husband. Ain't no man want no woman acting like them. They don't. So why would you give yourself to all these different men when you could be with one man? After a while, ain't nobody want to be with you. Let me tell y'all something. They got people that bees on the internet and watch people on what they do on these internet. They just sit and watch different things. They got people that actually monitor it too. And they actually have men and women on here who looking for mates, y'all. But when you got men and women on the internet just bragging about who they slept with, ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want nobody who is all used up. I promise y'all, I'm probably a little bit older than these girls who be on the internet, y'all. I'm probably a little bit older than them, but I bet you any amount of money, I got way more miles left on me than them. I promise you I do. And it's sad. It is sad. Ain't no woman should be going to no store, buying all kind of stuff to freshen up herself down there. You're supposed to be fresh, automatic, with nothing, nada, no smell. Supposed to have no type of smell down there. And if you do, something is wrong. Go to the doctor. Let them know what's going on so you could get yourself put together. And if you sleep with all kind of men, you need to stop it. Stop it. Keep yourself to yourself until you get somebody who's going to love you for you. Not just because they want to lay down with you like some of these foolish behind women. Don't do it. And I always say, if any man lay down with a woman knowing that she smell like that, he is a nasty dog. He nasty. Ooh, he nasty. I mean nasty. Oh. If you got anybody you know and you can't tell them that and they get mad. I had a friend, right? It was a friend, but not my best friend. In the past, I used to tell her, stop allowing these men to take advantage of your body like that. Why you keep doing that? You don't have to do that. Stop doing that to yourself. Don't you know a man will respect you more if he can't get you? And you could get more out of him when he can't get you? Sitting there just giving your stuff up like that? Get what you can from him. If he ain't trying to be in a relationship, don't give it up. No, I ain't bashing nobody. I wasn't no perfect little kid or nothing like that. No. But when you come into knowledge about things, it's time to stop and grow up. If you're in your 30s and you sleeping around with random dudes and men, you should be ashamed of yourself. You is a nasty dog. A nasty, filthy dog. The only thing you're doing is teaching your kids to be a bigger and worse you. The same thing they said with the good. When you teach people good, they're only going to be better than what you was before you taught them. That's the same thing. You're just building a bigger, better you. So y'all, we got to stay positive with this thing and change our mindset, the way we think and how we do things. God not in the midst of that. God is not in the midst of that mess right there. Y'all, if you got any family member who is like that, help them, y'all. Like, for real. They don't know no better. And some people can have like a mental, they kind of mental a little bit. They talk normal. They do certain things normal, but they could have like a mental problem. And I'm not going to use somebody went through this, why they do that. It ain't no excuse, okay? If you take some people in this world who went through the same exact thing and they could tell you today, they choose not to do certain things because they want to do things differently than what their parents did. I'm not going to sit and believe somebody when they sit and say, oh, this happened to me, that happened. That's a bull crap lie. They want to do that because they're nasty. They're nasty. So sisters and brother, I love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And thank y'all for tuning in once again.